Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friend Siren Frost, and today I'm doing a huge line of deck profiles for you guys since the set 8 has finally been released, which I'm very happy for. Now, today's video is about a deck profile update feature. Excuse me, I have some pitch black I'm gonna do. Shout out to Pitch Black. This is gonna be a deck profile update featuring the Harri stride. I haven't done Harri in like ages or so. Mainly because I just didn't have the time to play Pale Moon as much as I wanted to. And I haven't played much Vanguard because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has taken over its area on my locals. Among Luck and Logic, Force and Will, Magic, all that shindig. So there's only one locals I can go to, and it's all the way down in Sandy, and that's like an hour and a half drive. So, and lately I've been busy like a gas. So that's probably why. But anyways, I recently got my half case. And I got most of the stuff I needed, except for a few items on the list. But for now, let's just get on with the deck profile, and we'll see what happens. So my starting Vanguard is Cat Knight of the High Boots. We all know we love this little feline for a reason. Puss in Boots. And his skill is, his Soul Magia is, when a unit rides when a unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, you can Superior Call him to Rearguard, and if you do, his other ability, Magia, kicks in. When his unit is placed in the Rearguard circle from the Soul, you can Superior Call one other unit from your Soul and call it the Rearguard. And I'm not sure if it gains a power boost or anything. No, it doesn't. And at the end of the turn, it's going to go back to the Soul. And I'm going to leave that last part out because I'm just going to say at the end, so we all know the whole thing what does, the whole gig. But yeah, everyone's going to be going for him a little bit more than Happiness Collector. Now, even though she can soul charge a card and draw a card, some people like to rush, and that's where Cat Knight comes in. And I apologize, guys, I have a little small cold. For triggers, I'm playing 4 heals, Tender Breeder, and I'm playing 12 crits in this deck. So I'm playing 4 Sword Masters, which is the Harri crit trigger. I almost said Harlequin. Next, I'm playing 4 Mirabelles and 4 Poison Jugglers just for that 3k boost in the body. So, yeah. So that's what it is. And lately, 12 crits has always been my biggest gig, but lately I've been switching over to stands and just trying out different things. Just get myself open-minded enough to try something different for a change. So yeah, that's grade 0s. For grade 1s, I'm playing 4 copies of Cutie Paratrooper, which is the Harri grade 1 unit. When this unit is placed in a regular circle, you can perform Magia and you can soul charge 1. As long as your Vanguard has Harri in the name, soul charge 1 as Pure Call unit from the Soul, add 5,000 power to herself, or add 5,000 power to that unit, and at the end, that unit goes back to the Soul in the end of turn. So that's why she's in here, and she's an essential thing. People can play 3 of her if they want, because everyone has different ideals on a deck. But I choose to play the 4 Meridian, just because that's what I'm used to. And also playing 4 copies of Masquerade Bunnies, which is the Harri Stride enabler. Just search out Stride and search out Harri. And then we're trying something very completely different, and we're trying out 4 copies of Hoopmaster. Since this deck's mostly revolve around Magia, this Perfect Guard is perfect for the job. When she's placed on the Guardian Circle, as long as you have a copy of Hoopmaster in the drop zone, you can perform Magia. So you can Carablast 1 and Soul Charge 1. And Superior Call units, a grade 1 is it? Let me see a grade 1 is. Oh, it could be any unit. Choose the 1 unit from your Soul and Superior Call it in the front row only, and it gets a 5,000 plus shield. So, and for that 1 turn, it has the ability to intercept. So a grade 0 can intercept, a grade 3 can intercept, and a grade 1 can intercept. So Hoopmaster can provide a lot of good potential plays. And then finally, we're playing 2 copies of the new unit, Unicycle Tumbler. And what she does is, Generation Break 1, when this unit is placed in the rearguard circle from your Soul, this unit gets plus 2,000 power in the end of turn. Then, if this unit was placed due to an effect of Magia, until the end of turn, this unit gets a brand new skill. Soul Blast 1, when this unit attack hits the Vanguard, during the battle this unit attacked or boosted, you pay the costs. And if you do, countercharge 1. So, here's my biggest question. Since seeing as though this is a new unit for me, does she have to boost, or does she have to be the boosted unit? So, leave your comments down below about that, because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm willing to give her a shot. So, yeah, that's the grade 1s I have, and I'm very happy to play Maja again. I miss playing Maja, just mainly because it's a parlor trick. Sorry, guys. Fucking cold's gonna kick my ass. For grade 2s, we're playing 4 copies of Crescent Moon Juggler. People are probably be playing like 2 or 3 of him, but I'm the kind of person who likes to play the full archetype. So, 4 Jugglers, 4 Crescent Moons, and his skill is, if your Vanguard is Harri, when he's placed in the Vanguard circle, you can Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1 and Soul Charge 1, and then Superior Call a unit from your soul, and Crescent Moon and that unit gets plus 2,000 power in the turn. And at the end of the turn, it goes back into the soul. So, let me read that more carefully because I gotta be... Yep, it's 1 card. Sometimes the cards have grade 2 ability and grade 1, so I gotta make absolutely sure I got that right. Next, we're playing for grade 2s. We're playing my favorite grade 2 is 4 copies of Darkside Princess. There's no surprise right there. She's very awesome to play in either Nightmare Dolls or Harri, believe it or not. And her skill is in the rear guard. If she when she attacks the Vanguard, she gains 5,000 power, and in that battle she goes into the soul. So you can refuel her or use Maja to bring her out over and over again and provide a huge number of attacks. Now, I am thinking about probably putting purple trapezes in here. I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do it. So, there's a lot to think about. And that's what I love about Vanguard, is that you can create anything, which is awesome. And then finally, we're playing a new all-star player. 3 copies of Dualhorn, Redstar Dualhorn. He is like the line version of Flying Periton, except this ability is a little slight more different. His Generation Break 1 is, though, when this unit is called from the rear guard from the soul, add 2,000 power to him. And then with his own Maja, Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1 card and choose... Counter Blast 1. When this unit is placed in a rear guard circle due to the effect of a Maja ability, you can choose a card from your soul and call the rear guard in the same column as this unit. And at the end of the turn, it goes back into the soul. So it does have Periton's Superior Call abilities from the same column, but you have the Soul Blast instead of Soul Charging. So that's the downside to it. However, he does become an 11k attacker, on the front line too. Plus the extra 2k power from the other Maja ability, from like Harri's skill. At 5,000 plus 2, he'd be a 7k booster. That'd be like 16,000 on his part. Plus the extra booster on behind him. So... he's really, really good. I'm not complaining about him too much. I mean, I know people love Periton a little bit more, but I'm more of like the aggressive, fierce, and the carnivorous kind of person. So, yes, I'm playing 11 grade 2s. And for grade 3s, we're playing the main boss, 4 copies of Math Magician Harri. Generation Break 2, his skill is, when his unit attacks the Vanguard, you can Superior Call 1 unit from your soul, and Harri and that unit gets plus 3,000 power. So it's best not to call a boosted unit because he's already attacking. So that's maybe a good thing to call, like Darkside Princess or Crescent Moon Juggler, perform some Maja abilities and just go crazy or go ham on their asses. And then his stride skill is Soul Charge 1, and his Superior Call a unit from your soul. And then they get 5,000 power in their turn. At the end of the turn. And then it goes back into her soul. And so that's a very good thing right there. God, this cold's crazy. Next, and then we're finally playing 4 copies of the newest addition to the family, to the Pale Moon fam, Barking Dragon Tamer. Now this unit is originally came from the manga, and apparently this is one of Asuka's units. So I was very surprised that they finally gave it a form in the real world. And his ability is really, really, how can you say, deadly? His skill is Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1, and choose a card from your hand and discard it. So that's a very huge cost for this ability, especially. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost, and if you do, retire all your rear guards. So let's just say if you have 3 rear guards on your field, you have to retire them, and then your opponent has to retire the same number of cards that were retired from that ability. And then, for that turn, Barking Dragon Tamer gains 1,000 power for each unit retired with this effect. And the downside is, you cannot normal call, which means you can't call from your hand. All you have to do is Superior Call, which is what I think is where the Maja comes from. But, like I said, I'm not 100% sure by this, because I don't know if when you stride on top of him, if that ability will still work. So, take your pick on that one, guys. But yeah, I know everybody's probably like thinking, why not run like Manticore or the Evil Tamer or something like that. But I just like Dragon Tamer a bit more, just because Dragon Tamers are more from like the Luke here build. Luke here's a Dragon Tamer, and now Barking Dragon Tamers are Dragon Tamers, so why the hell not? Anyways, so guys, that's the main deck. And now for the G-Zone, we have 2 copies of Dragon Masquerade Harri, because this is basically a Harri Stride deck. I wanted to play 4, but unfortunately I only have 3. And people were really thinking, why do you want to play all 4? The deck, there's so many options too. Like I said, guys, if you see my last deck profiles, I like to go for 4 copies of the same card, because if you're playing like a Luke here build, you gotta have Luke here. If you have Harri, you gotta play Harri. Night Rose, and so on, goddamn so on. But anyways, his skill is, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, duration break 3, you counterblast 2 and place 1 unit from your field to your soul. And then you can select up to, you can Superior Call up to 3. Spirit Call 3 units from your soul and call them to rear guards. And if you have 5 or more rear guards in play, your opponent must choose his or her 2 rear guards and then place them to the soul. So, if your opponent only has 2 interceptors, they have to go to the soul. No ifs, ands, or buts. But, however, if they have like a starting Vanguard, then yeah. But it leaves them like slight chances to guard from the hand a bit more, which I think he's pretty badass for and good for later games. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Dreamiy XL Milward. Her Maja ability is you Soul Blast 1. Oh god damn it! I can't even see this. Active skill Maja. Counterblast Generation Break 2, Soul Blast 1, and choose a face down card from the G zone and turn it face up. Okay, and then after that activation is activated, you can Superior Call up to 2 units from your soul, and they both gain 4,000 power. And for every single Dreamiy XL you have face in the G zone, you must select up to that many units from your side of field, and it gets a new skill. When this unit attack hits the Vanguard, you can Superior Call one unit from your soul, as long as it has a different unit. So, let me think. If you have Cutie Paratrooper on the lower column, you can Superior Call Darkside Princess and go ham on their ass. However, if they already have a front row rear guard, you must select the one for the bottom column. It has to be in the same column, sadly, so that's why I'm playing that too, just to get a good feel to it. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Current Call Announcer from Memphisto, and his skill is for 1 turn. Turn 1 card face up in your G zone face up. And for each Current Call Announcer Memphisto you have, shit. And to the end of turn, this unit gets a new skill. For each face up Mephistos, this unit gets 1,000 power for each one. And choose up to 1 card from your soul for every 2 face up G units with the Maja ability. So these 2 really do count. And so you can Superior Call at least up to 2 or 3 or 4, how many, whatever. It has to be 2 face-up G units. Which I don't really understand. But you learn. And those unit gets plus 5,000 power in a turn. And at the end of the turn, they go back to the soul. It's very standard, very high-end. Next, we're playing 4 copies of Jester, Demon Dragon, Lunatec Dragon. He's one of my favorite strides for Pale Moon, just because of his ability. His skill is, when you flip 1 copy of face-up Lunatec Dragon from your G-Zone, turn it face-up, and he gets this new skill. When he's placed in the Vanguard Circle, you flip 1 copy face-up, face-up, of course, and anytime a unit is called from the Soul, they get plus 2,000 power. And then, when you have 3 or more face-up cards in 3 G units, he gets the Generation Break 3. He gets plus 1 critical. At first, I thought that he gets a critical for each one, but I read the card wrong. So, he gets plus 1 critical, which is a very, very awesome thing to get, because the more damage you have, the better off. Unless your opponent has a G Guardian or a Perfect Guard, then you're totally fucked. But other than that, it's best to rush the hell out of that hand of theirs. Next, we're playing 2 copies of Doting Harlequin Maja, and she contains a Magia ability. When this unit is placed in a Guardian Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Magia, this unit gets plus 5,000 power for the shield at the end of the battle. Choose up the 1 card from your soul, call a rear guard, and that unit get into the end of the turn, put the unit called its effect. And if you have a Vanguard with Magia, soul charge 3. So she helps you soul charge your soul even more. And then finally, we're playing 2 copies of Chainsaw Megatrick Furnival, because why the hell not? His skill is, when he's placed in the Guardian Circle, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, place 1 in the soul, and place the last 2 in the bottom of your deck in any order you wish. And then, this unit gets plus 5,000 power in the end of battle. So, that'd be a 31k shield to guard, but your opponent may have something stronger than that. So, place a 10k shield on that, you get a 41k. In case that happens. So, anyways, guys, that is the conclusion of the deck profile. I hope you guys like it, and hope you guys have some good feelings about it. And if you guys don't, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think and what you think, maybe choose something different. So I'm very open to ideas, guys. But anyways, guys, that is conclusion of Harri Stride Pale Moon. I hope you guys enjoy it anyways. And this is Siren Frost. I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to stick with a lot of videos. Please subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, check out my other ones, and just show me some love. And, just speak your thoughts about this. Anyways, guys, I'm Siren Frost, signing out. Bye!